Welcome. Welcome to today's online learning opportunity. I'm Aaron Lindstrom with Marshall-Putnam 4-H, and I'm so glad you could join us today. 4-H is a community for all youth with programs that suit a variety of backgrounds, interests, budgets, and schedules. From in-school to after-school, clubs to camps, 4-H's positive youth development programs are available in your local community and welcome children who want to have fun, learn, and grow. In Illinois, 4-H is brought to you by the University of Illinois Cooperative Extension. Illinois Cooperative Extension's experts and educators share university knowledge, information, and tools you can use every day to improve your life. Hey everybody, it's Aaron Lindstrom from Marshall-Putnam 4-H. Wanted to get on tonight and do a quick little how-to video. I'm sure all of you know by now, but our Marshall-Putnam 4-H show for 2020 is going to be an online virtual show. So I'm going to do a little video here, direct you guys to some of the information, do a little demonstration of uploading projects. We're going to start on the Marshall-Putnam Extension page. It's at extension.illinois.edu/BLMP/4-8-Marshall-Putnam-counties. Once you get to this page, we're going to scroll down the page and we're going to find the link to the virtual show. This is our Marshall-Putnam 4-H virtual fair. This page has all of the information that you're going to need to log in and upload your projects for the virtual show. These three links here take you to the fair entry website for each of the counties. We'll be using Marshall-Putnam. If you're in Bureau or LaSalle counties, use your respective links there. We have a little tip sheet here. Click on that quick. It'll open up as a PDF. It gives our youth exhibitors some information that's useful, some things to think about when they're taking pictures of their projects, how to submit when they're submitting their projects, things like that. Next link down is going to be directions on how to submit your project. This is a very good how-to, step-by-step. Walks you through literally everything you need to do to get a project up there. We'll scroll down here. When we get to this point in the video of me showing you how to upload the projects, I'll stress it again, but we want to look at number 17 here. After completing the entry, you'll have the option to add more entries for this individual or select another individual in the family. If all members of the family are complete, choose Continue to Payment. This is kind of an important step here. You want to make sure you get everything uploaded that you need uploaded before you click on that Continue to Payment button, which we'll see later in the demonstration. Once you click Continue to Payment and process the payment, one of the staff members will have to go in and approve that payment before you can go back and do any alterations or add any other projects or add another exhibitor. So we want to make sure we have everything done before we click on that Continue to Payment. That's a very good step-by-step. Third link here is our Show Exhibit Guidelines. This list literally goes through, it's 30 pages long. It covers every project that the youth will be exhibiting. It tells you what you're going to need. For example, aerospace, model rocketry, all levels. They'll need the 4-H project report, which we're going to see in a minute here. They're going to need 6 photos or a slideshow with a maximum of 10 slides. And those photos and images need to include the front, back, top down, bottom up, close-up of a fin, and close-up of the paint job. And then we need a photo or a PDF of the build instructions used if that's applicable. And for each project, it has its own requirements, and this gives you the outline of what those requirements are. We'll just pop down here and find another one. That's a good one here. Here we go. Let's look at some crops. For soybeans, you'll need your project report, 3 photos or a maximum 10 slideshow. And those images need to include the photo of 5 fresh plants or whole exhibit, a photo of the close-up of the root system or the detail of the exhibit, and a close-up of the leaf or a close-up of the exhibit, and your crop record book. That'll be uploaded in a PDF format, I believe. So yeah, each of the projects, it's outlined here, alphabetical order. You can scroll right down and find whatever you need. Fourth link down here is our project report form that even notes that it's required for most projects. We'll see it later in the demo, but this is what you're going to need to upload. This is a fillable form. So for example, today we're going to be using an imaginary youth, Sally Lindstrom. I can go in and type in her information. Can fill this all out. We do need to keep it to this one page, so doesn't need to be huge essays. Good sentence structure, all that. But just keep this, they give you some lines here to fill in. General Projects exhibit card. This is a little page that you can print out. It's got 8 of these exhibit cards on it. You can print this out, cut these out. When you take your photos, these are also fillable online. If I can get it to fill, there we go. You can cut these out, put one of these in the photo as you're taking your photos of your project. That way it makes it easier on the judges to sort through what photos they're looking at. And then there's a little, for our Clover Buds, our younger members, there's a project report just for them. It's a little bit simpler, simple basic questions. If you're going to be doing a live animal project, all of the live animal projects, some of the general projects, you'll need to upload a video. Again, if you click on this link, it'll take you to a PDF, and it walks you through step by step on how to do that. One thing we want to stress, there is a certain criteria that's outlined for naming your videos, so we can find them and get them moved where they need to be for the judges. So make sure you follow that criteria. And then there's also a link to upload your videos for Marshall-Putnam. This is going to take you to the UFI app box, and this is where you'll be uploading your videos. You'll drag and drop or select files here, and then in your file description, you can include your name and what the project is. We have links to all of our respective show books here. Information for the live animal project, the livestock entry guidelines. There's a few good example videos. Do note that these videos are 15 seconds longer than what 4-H is allowing. Information on the dog show and the horse show. And then there's updated deadlines to show at the state junior fair information. For those of you showing beef, dairy, cattle, poultry, sheep, swine. Remember, we got the YQCA that needs done for that. And then the ethics training, if you're showing anything or have a project that includes any animals, you need to do that ethics training. So let's get back up here, and we'll do a little walkthrough on fair entry. All right, so I'm going to go up here to fair entry now. We'll start working on this. I'll select Marshall-Putnam 4-H. I'm going to go ahead in this tab and open the directions on how to submit my projects, so we can reference back and forth here. This will take you to the sign-in page for fair entry. We'll sign in with 4-H Online. Go ahead and sign in. All right, if this is your first time signing in, you're going to have a page that looks like this. You'll click on individual and you'll see a list of family members that are eligible to sign up for entries. I've already started working on some of these, so I'm going to go back here and we'll look at step 6. If you've previously created entries, you'll see an option like that. So I'm going to go in here and we'll work on some for Lillian. It might take you to this number 4 questions page. If it does, just go ahead and continue. We don't have any questions set up. And then per the instructions, we'll double check our information, correct anything that's wrong, and then we'll click continue on entries. So we'll double check this information. If it all looks okay, we'll continue to entries. So we're going to work on one for Lillian here. We will add an entry, general projects. Lily's got a visual arts project here we're going to work on. Let's do her leatherwork project. So again, we're working through selecting the exhibitor to add an entry, general projects. We'll select our category that our project's in, our department. And select the individual project or the class to enter. We'll click continue and it'll tell us that our entry has started. All right, at this point, we've walked through all of this. We've selected our division. We've selected our class. Now we need to, on step 15, select our club for this exhibit. The club should come up here, depending on how you signed up on 4-H Online. It should come up with whatever club that project was signed up for. If that's not the case, if that's not the default that you want, you can come down here, use these check boxes. For example, if we were uploading a model rocket for Lily and we wanted an underspin aerospace, you could click there. But for her leather project, we'll put it in Saratoga. It's going to ask you for a brief description of your project. So we'll just call this a stamped leather workpiece. And now we get to this step 16 where we upload each video or document that's required. We'll go through here. They're looking for a picture of the full exhibit or slideshow, so we'll select a file. This will open your file browser. Just, if you need to, click through, find the spot where you save the videos, save the text documents, save anything you needed for that. We'll click on that one. That's her complete project. And once it's uploaded, it'll tell you it's uploaded, and it'll give you a little preview here. For leatherwork, they're going to require 2 close-ups. Again, these are just some test pieces she was working on that we grabbed a quick picture of. And close-up 2. Now, if you choose to use the slideshow option, there's a maximum of 10 slides. But if you upload the slideshow option in this first upload field, it shouldn't require you to upload anything in these 2 fields. The website's going to consider that slideshow to be a complete project there, so you won't need those extra ones. And the final thing they're asking for is the project report. Go back real quick here. On the virtual show page, that's that project report form. It's fillable online. Kids can type in what they need there, save it as a PDF, and then that's where you'll upload that. So we'll select the file for that. We'll select our PDF there and we'll upload that. Okay, so I've got all the entry boxes, fields filled out. Got something in each of them. So we'll go ahead and click continue. Now this is where we talked earlier about this step 17, about completing the entry and having the option to add more entries. If I were to click on continue to payment here and go through the payment process, once I submit that payment, if I get all the way here and click submit, it is going to lock me out to editing until a manager approves that submission. Make sure you don't do this until everything you want uploaded is uploaded. If you guys are on at 5, 6 in the afternoon, in the evening, uploading stuff and somehow you work through and click submit, it is going to lock you out of uploading any more exhibitors, uploading any more projects or entries until a staff member goes in and approves that the next morning. So we want to hold off on that. If we have finished Lily's leatherwork project, if we want to add another entry for the same youth, we'll click add another entry. It'll open this window here. And I don't think there's anything about this in the instructions. I'm not sure, but it'll ask me if I want it in the same department and division. Now, if Lily was uploading, for example, a chalk carbon pigment project, I would just leave all of this the same and click choose. And then I could go through and select her chalk carbon pigment there. If she was going to upload a project for a different division, still a general project, I could click change and I could choose if she was going to upload a natural resources project. And that will take me back and we'll go through the whole process again. We'll select our club and then we'll be able to upload our images in our project report. If you have something missing here and you try to click continue, it's going to tell you that you don't have what you need to have here. The file's not saved. All required files have not been uploaded. So it will tell you if you've made a mistake on your uploads. Once I have all of Lily's entries in, I would just, if I have another youth that I need to upload entries for, I would click on register another exhibitor. It would take us back through this project or process. We could select which exhibitor we want to upload for. Now it's telling me here before I can submit, because I started that natural resources with Lily and it's not finished, it's not going to let me submit until that project's finished. If I made a mistake and I don't want this project uploaded before I submit, there is a delete this entry box over here. And that'll get rid of that, and as you can see, Lily's natural resources is no longer there. So again, we'll add an entry for Lily. Step through this just real quick one more time. Natural resources. Natural resources 1, continue. Select her club. We'll upload some files here. Oh, we got some pictures from Riverwatch there that we can upload. And pay attention, because each project, these entry fields are going to be in a different order. different requirements for each project. So just because it was a overall close-up 1, close-up 2 project report, it might not be the same when you go on to another entry. And again, I'm just uploading some pictures here from Riverwatch for that. Okay, at this point, assuming that I have all of my youth uploaded and all the entries for each of those youth uploaded, I would click continue to payment. I would continue. There's no payment necessary because we don't charge for entries. And then we would confirm. And remember, once you click submit, that's it. You're going to be locked out of fair entry until one of the staff members approves it. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Again, if you direct yourself to that virtual show page on the Extension 4-H website for Marshall-Putnam County, this is going to have literally everything you guys are going to need to know as far as what's required, how to do it. Gives you the forms to fill out. So very useful resource here. Very simplified, streamlined method that the state's worked up for us to work with this. So we hope to see lots of projects submitted. We know this is going to be different this year with the virtual fair, but we hope everybody's still having fun getting their projects done. Just to note again that the projects can be submitted from June 9th to July 10th. That's a little bit earlier than our usual deadline if you're bringing them to the show in person. But we want to have that extra week between the 10th and the 19th when we start judging to make sure that everything's up, and if we run into any problems, we can go back and get a hold of you, and that gives us a week to make sure everything's ready for the judges. So enjoy your projects, guys. We're all in this together, and it's going to be a good program for us, despite some differences from past years. So have fun, and we'll see your projects on the virtual show.